A very warm welcome to our Audi Performance Zone. If you were with us earlier on, you'll have seen Rachel talk about a left-to-right putt and Sepp Straka holing one on the 7th and how he walked up to the hole, and we got the lines up via our technology here on the Zen Green, and we got that all going. And now we're going to do a right-to-left putt. Rachel, on the left-to-right one, we were focusing on the high point and then the entry into the cup. Now we're going to focus on the first bit. What happens what are you focusing on from where you are, where the ball starts, up to the high point?
The start line. So that is the most important thing. If you can hit the start line, that is the one. So I've got a couple of things to help us here, Henny, so I can demonstrate. We're going to grab the coin, okay, and what you're going to do, and you can try this at home when you're on the putting green, you're going to put this at the highest point of the break. So I'm going to go to the hole. This putt's just outside a cup, maybe a little bit more. So that's the only thing. Again, I'm talking about my straight putt, Henny. So I'm going to get my putter head aiming directly at that coin. And that's all I'm focusing about. There, back, and through.
Oh, OK. No, really, when we were talking this through, I thought you were going to put the coin here. So that's interesting, and that's a good point. You're focusing on a point up there.
Yeah.
And that's all?
It's interesting because when I played, I always focused at the hole because it would help me with my distance control. So a lot of players prefer picking a start line point on the aim of the line, but I liked actually putting it at the hole, so drawing that line through the break because it helped me with my pace. So you can mix that up when you're practicing. You can either put it on the start or you can put it by the hole.
OK.
And
what do you got there?
One more thing. I need your help. Got one more thing here, Henny.
Here,
this is a string line. And this is
Getting all tangled here.
This is extremely good. This is all I ever used to practice, and it's all I ever get my students to do. So you run this again as your start line. Obviously, we can't put it in the ground, but this will show us our straight putt, which is extremely important when we're doing putts with break.
And you would, if you were setting this up on the putting green, would you set it up? You'd dig it into the ground there.
You've got it.
Green, and then you would dig it in all the way at the start?
Yeah, definitely.
And then just putt straight across that?
Exactly. And this is just a great tool to use. And if you keep practicing with it, you can start to actually visualise that white line even when it's not there.
I like that because it simplifies it. You're almost doing your read, figuring out, OK, this is the high point, because there's quite a lot of elements.
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the hole. OK, I've got all my marks now, and I'm just going to simplify it and create a straight putt.
Yeah, and what is so important, as you mentioned there, is having a process. So you know every time you can do this. You can go, where's my high point? Pick it. I've practiced my straight putt. I've practiced my straight putt. And then you just putt along that line and allow gravity to take control of the putt.
Brilliant. There is the process from left to right to left, the high point, the entry point, and the straight putt. Thank you, Rachel.